to Ever After, a Once Upon a Time podcast. Season 6, Episode 3, The Other Shoe.
It was a really big shoe.
In this episode, Regina tries bribing Mr. Hyde in order to gain intel on the evil queen. Meanwhile, Snow helps Dr. Jekyll find a laboratory, and David makes a deal with gold. Ashley looks for a stepfamily, and in a flashback, Cinderella attends a life-changing ball.
What was that?
That was a life-changing sentence.
That was a life-changing ball.
And I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And
Rob Southgate.
And some
And
very
a life-changing
big shoes.
bull.
A really big show.
Oh, it's all
And some
bad.
really big shoes.
All right.
Okay, I'm scared of big shoes, okay? That means a clown's in them. Cinderella
Well, I
has
wonder,
lovely...
do you think... are
Okay,
you
but
scared
I
because-
want that Converse. I love
do
that
too.
color.
But do you think the clown foot fills the shoe?
Oh my gosh.
Or do
They
you
have
think...
giant
Or
toes
do
in
you
there.
think they have really tiny feet, like exceptionally tiny feet in there, and then
I
they
would
wear the
hope
big
so.
shoe? Yeah, but isn't that just as creepy?
No.
Tiny...
Those little
Giant
toes.
toes would freak me out.
What if it's just a regular foot with toes that stretch all the way out there?
Ooh, like fingers.
Like fingers. They
Yeah.
can actually grip things.
Okay, now I'm going to have a bad dream.
Yeah.
Can we move on with the show?
So let's talk about
It was a
Cinderella's
really big
shoe.
shoe. Okay. Cinderella's shoe was freaking cute.
I loved her shoe. I love that color.
I said it first.
No, you didn't.
Copycat.
You were a copycat.
I didn't see her have the other shoe on though. Where did
No.
Emma get that
Dun,
shoe?
dun. She zoomed it.
She
Zoomed it.
She poofed
She
it.
just went.
She poofed it.
So,
What if it wasn't her shoe? What if she did that and it turned out it was somebody else's?
but what if Thomas has really tiny feet and he likes
But he was with them.
that color?
How would it be able to...
What if he
Leave
curls
them.
his toes around? He has really long
Long
finger-like
toes.
toes. He's curled them around. Could be. Or what if it's just
Tiny
toenails,
feet.
like the guy in the Guinness Book?
My friend's grandpa, when I was growing up, he had hammer toes,
Okay.
and they used to freak me out.
Why?
Hammer toes? Have you ever?
Yeah,
I'm
'cause they're all
gonna pull up
crunched
a
in.
picture on Facebook.
Ah, don't, please.
On Facebook, why would there be hammer toe pictures on
On
Facebook?
Facebook.
On Pinterest, I bet there are hammer toe.
Oh, I bet there are.
How did
But there
hammer
it's 23
toes?
things you can do with hammer toes.
Yes,
Ways to decorate your hammer toes.
best toe rings for hammer toes.
Yep, Mom, look at my hammer toes.
Great costumes.
They're gonna stay like that,
With hammer
and then you're gonna
toes.
be sorry. No
So-
offense to anyone with hammer toes.
Or hammerhead, in case there are any
Hammerhead
sharks
the
listening.
shark?
Yes.
Or the character from Star Wars.
Or Jabberjaw.
Bam. Star Wars reference.
Yep, we all just waited for that to be over. All right, Molly.
Are we going to
let's
talk
hear
about
it.
the show?
Yeah, what happened? Did you love it?
Oh my gosh, I loved Cinderella when she when she's like, oh, I don't know what she was doing with that gun, because she wanted to make up with her.
Yeah,
not
but
kill
if
her.
she was thinking that she might want to kill Cinderella.
No. I think she was bringing the gun to take out the wicked stepmother. Because she knew that the stepmother had taken her. She knew all of that. So she was going there to protect.
To rescue her.
Yeah, that's what she was
Yeah.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when she got there and she's like, you're alone. You're here. You're alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, wait, you're not injured. That was...
Wait, no, she's like, wait, you're injured. She took off the bandage over her pants.
Yeah,
I'm
just
like-
like on Under
Well,
the
yeah,
Dome.
but that was a trick. Unlike
She
Under the
was
Dome,
not
where it was just
injured.
crappy.
Yeah.
They need to lift the pants up, put the bandage on, lift the pants
But
down.
Well,
then
that's if it's a real wound.
You can't
This wasn't
see
a real
it on
wound.
TV if you do that.
Right.
Well, it's still protecting the person's wound.
But this
But
wasn't
no
a real
one
wound.
knows, and she didn't have a wound.
I know, I'm just telling people how to apply
She got...
proper
No, but
bandage.
Cinderella got one. She got stabbed in the
Cinderella.
sided.
Stabbed.
With what? What was
With-
that?
That was
thing?
her cane. She showed it through the whole show.
I know,
Oh my
but
gosh.
like she
At the end of it,
stabbed somebody with
it had a
that?
sharp knife on the
Oh
end.
my gosh, yeah, sharp.
Yeah, she opens letters with that thing.
I was wondering.
And she stabbed
Opens
her.
eyes with that
Chink,
thing.
Right. Oh, opens eyes. Yikes.
Mouth, tongue,
Oh my god.
ear.
What is wrong with you?
Leg.
But she
arm.
stabbed Cinderella right in the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yikes.
she healed, magically.
Was she healed
Emma,
because
Emma pushed through the shaky handy thingy.
Yeah.
but that's still not over.
No.
Because she like collapsed afterwards. You could tell she's freaked out.
It
Why?
may be the last time she could use it.
Yeah.
No.
Could be.
You never
Could
know.
be.
But it didn't matter. She
No,
saved
she saved Ella.
her, and then she knows that she can be happy using her living a life without magic.
Right.
What if every time she uses her magic, the hand goes down, like, for good? like saving someone's life, maybe the hand goes down a little.
What does that mean? Goes down where?
Because it
Down to
keeps,
the ground?
You mean
No.
it stops shaking a little bit?
Yeah.
But does that mean the power goes away a little bit? So like every time she saves somebody, she gets less power? Which was my radio name. Les Power with you here in the morning.
Les
Boo.
Power.
On the zoo!
Les Power. On the zoo.
Less power. I was more power.
You were max power and I was less power. I'm the weather guy.
Maxi
Less
power.
power. No, you
Maxi
weren't.
power. In his ow.
Yikes. All right, so
You're no power.
let's go
Nona?
back to what else happened.
No power?
Let's go back to what
No
happened in the
power.
episode. So we had the Cinderella story was the overarching thing.
It's a Cinderella story.
You know what was cool
That's
about
from,
that?
that's from Strike. No,
it's from
It's
Caddyshack.
from Caddyshack.
Oh my
That one.
gosh.
Bill Murray, man. Come on, Mom.
What is happening?
I don't know. Listen,
It's a Cinderella story.
the
You
Cinderella.
never showed me Caddyshack.
You're not gonna see Caddyshack
Then why
This-
are you referencing it on a
because
family
Mom
podcast?
has a problem.
Because he just said it, and it was exactly. It's fun
But
to do
Cinderella, that story I thought was really cool, and I think this was what we were looking for now.
What?
This is the third episode. We kind of got an idea last episode of where this was going, but now I think this showed us this land of untold stories. They're going to show us the flip side of all these different stories now.
Yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
I thought the Land of Untold Stories was going to be introducing characters like they did last week that we haven't seen yet, like D'Artagnan or whoever, But this time we saw that it was taking the Cinderella story and doing that. This opens up,
Please, can I do it again?
but this opens up a lot
Yeah.
for them.
Right.
They can do the flip side and they can introduce new characters. And they reference that too, because Henry is cataloging everybody.
Yes.
Who do you think the pilgrim was? Think that's
Oh.
a Scarlet Letter? Did she have a Scarlet Letter on?
Pilgrimia?
Who?
Pilgrimia.
Pilgrimia.
What? I don't know. But, okay, you got.
Yep, Pilgrimia threw you off.
All right. I was going to say something about, and then we find out there are all these other Storybrooke people that we never get to see because her, Clotilda or whatever.
Who?
Clorinda,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
stepsister.
the sister.
Her man has been in Storybrooke the
The
entire
whole time. I know. He has the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And she's like,
But we've
he's
never
been there the
seen
whole
him.
time.
Yeah.
Well, I think so that goes back to what we talked about in the second season when we kept talking about how the children have all disappeared and like what
Well,
is
and
going
now
on.
Snow wants to teach him again. She's got to go dig them out of the well, wherever they're hiding them.
I bet
So-
they're hiding in a pit in the ground with
Yeah.
dirt covering the pit.
I think
So they can never
something.
see him.
I think that they're going to start showing us some characters like that in the background again so that we start thinking, oh, who's this? What's this? Because they haven't done that for a while. They focused on the main characters. I think we're going to get more of that. The nice thing is it doesn't mean those characters have to be around all the time.
No.
It seems
Yeah.
like Storybrooke is a bigger area now.
Yes.
So,
Well, although when it first started, we were having just these snippets of like the mechanic, Jack and Jill,
right, but it
or
kind of
whatever
stopped.
they were. When
It kinda
Hansel and
stopped.
Gretel,
Yes.
Yeah.
the dad was the mechanic. Yeah, they did stop for a while. So I'm hoping, that this
It
is a
seems
new
like
trend.
that's
I
kinda
think
coming
it
back.
is.
Plus-
They'll start picking that up again.
How great was it that not only did we get Grumpy back in,
Oh my
but
god.
he talked about Dopey. He said
Yeah.
Dopey's in a master's program.
So are you.
I am Dopey.
You're dopey.
Oh,
Well,
were you a tree?
You were grumpy, but now you became dopey.
Dad, were you a tree for a while?
Yes, I was.
Oh.
Well, I was a real
Then he
sap.
was stumpy.
Oh,
He is
that
stumpy.
hurts.
Oh, poor
Because
guy.
of his
So-
poor, his poor.
Hashtag fingers cut off.
Oh,
Yeah, he cut it off his finger in a snowblower, and then a raccoon ate it.
Okay, there are children listening. We
He
cannot
told me-
verify the raccoon.
He
We
told
made
me that when I was like 3.
That's
I
an
did.
urban legend.
it's an urban legend created by me.
Yes.
But we found out that Dopey's
A
in a
little bit
master's
true.
program, and we found out that they got him out of the tree. That was the best.
When he's like, we can't do everything with your help.
Yeah, when Emma's like, you got him out of the tree? Yeah.
We don't need your help for everything.
Yeah, that was
How did
great.
they get him out of it? They would need a lot of magic.
Either that or maybe they just kind of kept cutting until he finally came out.
They just kept whittling away.
Yep.
Pinin.
Pinin,
Mining,
yes.
mining.
And he's
Oh,
Dopey,
mining.
so. But he's not Dopey anymore. Now he's like the main guy.
Getting his
Smarty.
masters.
Yep.
He's
What do you think it's in?
smarty.
Did they say what he's in?
He's in dopeness.
Do you
Like
think it's
mining.
Mining. I think he's getting an MBA so he can be the boss.
Oh.
He's now management.
Could be.
Grumpy,
Yeah.
you've been leapfrogged. Yep, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was awesome. I thought seeing the Cinderella story was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I loved how, because didn't they show us the ball before? But I liked when,
Did they?
No,
I think.
Maybe they did. Maybe
A
they showed
little
us a
bit.
little bit of it.
I don't think so.
But this was cool. You saw the whole thing play out.
I never thought you would see that. But when the sister Cruella,
Clorinda.
Clorinda, whatever her name is.
Clolinda.
Remember
Clovitas.
when Emma was like,
And they were
wasn't it Clorinda?
they were all trying to figure it out.
And he's like, no, it's Clorinda.
Clorinda. It's Clorinda.
she's
Is
like-
it Clorinda? I really have no idea.
I don't.
Yeah.
And she's like, I thought it was Clorinda. It's Clorinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to go with that. Well, I don't know why they didn't just let it be
Anastasia and Drusilla.
Drusilla. Yeah, because that would be so much easier.
Well, and that's
Drusilla.
what it was in the Disney movie. Although maybe
Well, you read the fairy tale, the Grimm's fairy tale. or
Maybe in the
They
whatever.
Grimm
were the
fairy
same
tale.
ones, I think.
I don't know about
No,
that. They
were
might have gone back to the source material for the names.
Mhm.
Because that's something I've really noticed on the
Let me
show.
look it up.
As much as they show us Disney stuff, Disney characters, and kind of portrayals,
Yeah.
like the Wicked Stepmother totally nailed the stepmother
Oh.
from the cartoon.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. But as much as they do those throwbacks, they also seem to go to the source material and draw little things there that make you go, like they're kind of blending it together, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
So are you looking it up to see?
Mhm.
I just thought of a funny, Grimm's fairy tale story
Okay.
with Snow White. We read Snow White and Rose Red.
Yes.
I think we did, but
We did.
it wasn't the actual Snow White. It wasn't like Snow White the princess.
Okay.
It was another Snow White, so that was funny. And we're like, oh, that was a popular name back then.
Was it? That was in the Grimm Fairy Tale book, right?
Yeah, and also in Snow White,
Mm-mm.
and Snow White was also. So that was funny.
Oh.
So we were joking that it was a popular name. back
Snow White, popular name.
Okay, here are some different names. So in early depictions, right? So
Yes.
the ancient Chinese story
Ancient Chinese story, huh?
of Ye Shan. I'm just taking liberties here. Yi Shan.
Yeah.
I think it translates to the ugly sister, or the ugly sister character. Never mind. The ugly sister's character is Jun Li. Okay,
Ooh, that's almost like Juan.
Jun
Who?
Li.
That's
Okay.
the Grudge.
Then you've got
Scary.
Charles Perrault's original fairy tale. The sisters were Cinderella's stepsisters. And the one is Charlotte. Okay, so not Clorinda.
All right.
Grimm, and you read Grimm's. That's the
Yeah.
one where they cut off their heels and toes to make the shoes fit.
That was awesome. And then the birds were like, watch out, there's blood on the trail. And they would have to go back and then
Okay,
get the
we-
real girl.
We
and then go
read
back
this out loud when you were like 4 or 5.
And then I drew a picture depicting the gone
and
toes and
attached
all
it
the
to our
blood.
dining room wall.
Yes.
All the blood and the gone heels and all the blood.
Well, it doesn't say what they called them
I
in the Grimms.
I think they just called them the stepsisters.
Um,
I think they did because we just had to guess.
well, Ashenputel.
Yeah, Ashenputel, what's that?
That's one of them.
That's an awesome name. We are
Ashenputel.
officially changing Molly's name.
Okay, but here, tell me if this is how you pronounce
This has been Rob Southgate
this
and
is-
Martha Southgate and
an
Ashenputel.
This is in Grimm. Okay,
Yeah.
Aschenputtel. Aschenputel.
Ashenputel.
Ashenputel.
Yes.
Are they German?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought they were British.
Oh, Clorinda. Okay.
Oh.
So the one.
So was the other one named Ashenputel?
No. That's a
Aw.
different. In the opera,
Oh.
the sisters are named Clorinda and Tisbe.
Okay. I don't remember what the
So
other one was
Clorinda
named,
is
but Clorinda
not
is
in
from
this
the opera.
one. So they got it in the opera.
It was not.
Excellent. Well done. You actually got smarter listening to this show.
Okay.
Cow.
Cow.
And now it just all went
Yep.
away.
And we're back down to
I meant like
0.
cow.
Yeah.
I meant like
All right.
cow.
So what else happened in this other than a Schlinda?
Well, let's talk about Regina.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. When Snow finds the I'm back on Snow.
That's fine. She was part of Regina's
I
story.
loved when she broke in Dr. Whale's garage. for
Yeah.
them to,
Oh, yeah.
to the experiments. They're like, whose garage is this? He's like, Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And Snow White wants them to be the science teachers.
Yeah, Dr.
High
At the
Frankenstein
high school that she's
and
imagining.
Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
They have to find the children first.
Yeah, Regina's like, that's one scary pediatrician office.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
At your service.
Yeah. Well, that's where we took you. So, wah, wah. So,
Okay, well, Regina.
Regina.
Yes, we're still on Regina.
So let's talk about
When
Regina.
she's like, my lasagna's to die for.
Oh, yeah, when she showed up with the lasagna. And then the evil queen
Had come and
had already
decorated
come
his
earlier.
room.
And that was for
and
Mr.
done all
Hyde.
that. Yeah.
Well, and she brought him another
everything.
pasta dish.
Well, plus books and all that stuff. That was
Yeah.
all new in there. So she
that whole crazy room.
yeah, she set it up.
And he's
and you
like-
got hot dish.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's like, and now you have, and the price for answers has gone up. Open my chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because he said you think alike, and he said, but she did it better. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad she came first because she did it way better than you. So
Because he got a nice room.
This was interesting, though, how they got Regina to think like her old self, because it was after this where she's
Yeah.
like, she's already failed, and she's going, I can't do this. I can't compete. And Snow says, you got to think like your old self. I thought this was going to be an interesting little turning point. It was, but not how I was starting to anticipate it. She figures out right away. She's like, okay, if I think about it, you look for the cracks. You look for where
And the
there's
torn
issues.
she's like, if you want to tear a family apart, you look for the cracks.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I have to see my sister.
And she was right. She was spot on.
Yeah, she went to Zelina and she picked up the rattle.
mm-hmm.
And
Now,
Zelina's like, oh, it's my only family heirloom. Don't get rid of it. And she's like, this was Cora's. She was there. There's magic on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you called it too. You said that's
Oh.
going to be magic on there. I bet that's enchanting Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby.
Oh, the baby. Think
What
the baby's
about
enchanted?
What's it doing to the baby?
Hmm.
It was sitting in its crib. If that's magic, enchanting someone, what's that doing to the baby?
Yeah. Maybe that'll be next season.
Evil baby. It's like just a baby sitting on a throne, like with its nook. Like,
Evil
go
baby.
there, go here. I shall kill you all.
That sounds a lot like Molly on her monitor.
I don't. Yeah.
Evil baby. Here's the good news. Molly's not writing next season, so that's all good. So yeah, the evil queen is tearing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is a step ahead of them. I loved when she revealed that her plan is like taking them out.
Yep.
Like, she's like, I've got all these new people in town. Oh yeah, guess what? I'm manipulating them. And, oh, you're the savior. I love that too. Oh, you're the savior. The problem is you got to save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This will be interesting.
Well, and she was saying, I'll go back and undo the first one you saved. And then Emma's like, that's it. I won't have my magic anymore. I won't be the savior anymore.
Yeah.
So that might be why her hand is shaking, because we know from, like Bill and Ted's and Doctor Who, as they travel through time and make changes, sometimes it has a residual effect. Maybe her hand is shaking because this battle has gone on.
Mm-hmm. Back to the Future.
But the fact that it's not gone completely
Mm-hmm.
means that maybe it's just coming back now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
know?
there's always a chance
Yeah.
that it can turn around. So she thinks that this is the way it's going to go, and we're supposed to believe that for the whole
Right.
season. But I think that there's always that.
I also don't
Yeah.
think that her
Always that
power
way.
is just back. I think
No,
that
it's
this
not
Yeah.
is-
back. She was struggling a
Yeah.
lot just to
But
make that happen.
she did have a breakthrough.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
She was able to
taken
use
the
it.
magic out.
Yeah, she was able to use it on Ashley.
Now, the thing
Um,
I'm most thankful about in this episode
Yes.
is Hook and Emma are moving in together.
Yes.
And it's not that I'm like, oh, I'm shipping them. I want them. I
Molly is.
get
We are.
tired
We are.
of the cat and mouse, of the, it goes on. It's gone on a lot here.
Yeah.
And they come together and something happens and now they're apart and now they hate
Right.
each other and then they're back together and you're like,
Just let them
I
live
need 'em
together.
to get
and,
together.
Yeah, have that not
And
be the focus of the story.
at the beginning
but-
of the season when that started, I thought we're going to have another half season of this to have them reconcile at the end. this is way better.
Well, and
I
how
like
sweet.
them going to. I bet they're going to marry eventually,
I would think so.
Oh, I think that's where it's
unless
leading.
he dies a brutal death.
Ew.
Could be.
Good.
Although he already died and came back. They're not going to kill him again.
I loved when Ashley had him sit with Alexandra, and then Emma looks over and she's just melting because
because he's played it.
because Hook was playing with it.
Yeah.
He does not know how to play with the baby. Why the heck's he putting whipped cream on his nose?
And then he's going, "No, no, 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 no."
But it was cute. It was
But
so
then-
cute.
Think about it. The next scene with him.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to marry. I'm going to move in.
But think what the next scene is.
Mhm.
He's in the yard teaching Henry how to play with
Oh
swords.
my gosh.
So she
yes.
walks up, she's like,
Oh yes.
husband material.
Every tick of the clock there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, she's just going crazy.
I like that Henry's learning again. Because remember, I think it was Charming was teaching him back in like season 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had a sword fight and everything.
I'm glad he's back to it. And he said, I'm going with you. I'm doing this. I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was fun
Yeah.
that the three of them all got to go
Yes.
do that together.
Yeah, but did you remember when? But during when he was playing with the baby,
Mm-hmm.
when Ashley's like, "Okay, can you occupy him?" And he's like, "I don't know what to
Yeah,
do,"
I don't know.
and he's just kind of holding her, like, "Okay."
Well, he wasn't holding her. She's a big
No, he
kid.
was sitting
She's
next
like
to
a
her.
toddler.
yeah,
But she was just sitting next to him.
yeah.
But
He's
he was
just kind of staring
occupying
at her
her.
like,
He's
And
like,
I'm
"Tell
thinking,
me about your dog."
if you
and
have
she's like,
all
"Ugh."
that jewelry on and everything, that's all you need. Do you have a set of keys?
Just hold the
Yeah.
hook up.
Yeah,
Let
I
her
mean,
play with
there's
the hook.
it works with your finger.
Yeah, it does. Keeps everybody
You
occupied.
need a little mini hook.
I would totally wear a mini hook.
Oh my gosh!
You need a mini
Can I
hook.
for
cosplay Hook?
Christmas.
No, I'm going to cosplay Hook for Halloween. But it's just going to be a mini
one
one.
little tiny hook on your middle finger.
Yes,
That's awesome.
All right, we're gonna do that. We
we
Yep.
need that.
We'll fashion him a hook.
Yes,
I'm Captain Hook, and then I just hold up the finger.
Yeah.
Nice. That's going to be no free Chipotle for us.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be the
just- 'Cause
crazy
I'm gonna be giving him
cat
the
lady,
finger.
so I'll get enough for all of us.
Yay!
I'm Nina Carrot. I'm in Alice in Wonderland, so I'll get some
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then Dad.
And I'm Mini Hook.
mini hook.
Yep.
We can get. I'm telling you, he has to be Luke from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, he would make a good Luke from Gilmore Girls.
Just
I
wear
think
back
But
the
I-
waist
it's
and
just
hat
how-
and put
I-
We'll
flannel.
get you a captain's hat, and you could be Captain in your little
Little
hook.
Hook. Aw.
Captain Hook.
Aw.
And that's enough of a costume.
It is.
For
Better
a
be.
Captain
burrito.
Hook.
All right.
They have hooks at the Disney store.
But are
But
they
this has to be
mini?
mini.
Oh, they don't have mini hooks.
No,
Right.
we'll have to make him one.
So,
Okay.
what else happened in this episode? Did we miss anything?
Oh, let me think.
We talked about Grumpy and we talked about Dr. Whale.
Oh,
Regina.
At the end,
Yes.
because the evil stepmother,
Yes.
she had to do community service.
Yes.
And Grumpy's like, put some back into it. Come on.
Yes. And you know what? That was great too. I mean, we're kind of skimming over the Cinderella story because, I mean, I thought it was fantastic.
Mhm.
And the visuals were great and everything, but there was so much going on in this episode.
Yeah.
And we had the Narnia.
Yeah, the
Wardrobe.
wardrobe.
She went through the wardrobe. She was about to go
Yes.
through
Oh,
the
she didn't get to, but yeah, the other two went through.
Now, I
the-
wonder about that. If that is setting up that Narnia is going
that
to
would be fantastic.
a play.
Yes.
Could be. Now, Disney doesn't own Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe anymore, so they might shy
Okay.
away from it, or they might do something with it and just have some fun with it this way.
Are they
So,
owned by Disney?
They were. They were. That's why we got those 3 movies. Disney made those 3 movies.
I mean, Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, so
That's why they
can't.
do Mickey Mouse and they have all the stuff in it.
So they can't.
Well, they don't, I don't think they don't own Frankenstein, although he's public domain.
Mhm.
Frankenstein is?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So is that it?
I think we covered it all in a haphazard sort of way.
Kind of.
We have a shout out to Justina,
Yeah. Hey, Justina.
one of our listeners.
Yes.
Thank you for writing to us this week. It was fun
Thank
to kind of
you.
be able to write back and forth a little bit about the show.
And we love that.
We
Anyone
love that.
listening,
Anyone who wants to write in, you can write to us on Facebook, or you can
write to us on Twitter.
Twitter, or
We take
message
messages
us,
there or just
email.
tweet, and we read all of it and we
Yeah.
respond.
We love it.
We have email, southgatemediagroup@gmail.com. That goes right to us. And just say, listening to the Ever After podcast. That way we know which show. Facebook,
So if
website,
there's
all
anything
of
we
it.
missed today, or any point that you felt that you wanted to share with us or whatever,
Yeah, talk to us.
talk to
And
us.
I don't think I put this up yet. In fact, I know I didn't. But this week, after this episode airs, there's going to be a bonus episode. We did Ever After live at the podcast marathon.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to put that up. It was a really fun episode. It's short.
It's more like a game show. Well,
A little bit of a game. Yeah, it's just us having some fun. We're not talking about a specific episode.
And we're a
but
little crazy.
It's a lot of fun. So listen for that. Please, one more time, I'm going to say this. Please rate us and review us on iTunes. It really, really helps other people find us and helps us out. We've been getting a lot more attention lately. Let's keep that going because I love doing this. I think it's fun. And I think we've got something unique here.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's end this the way every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The end.